Hi, I'm Elise from Telecom Paris, and I'm glad to present our work, Memory Manipulations in Extended Reality. In this paper, we explore how XR could be used to manipulate users' memory in a future where this technology would be widely used. As you might have experienced, human memory has a lot of limitations. Chateau et al. Classified 7 memory scenes that can be separated in 3 categories: forgetting, when a memory vanishes or becomes inaccessible; distorting, when details of memories are inaccurate or when you believe in a memory of an event that actually never occurred; and persistence, when we cannot forget some things like flashbacks of past traumas. Technologies are often used to overcome these memory limitations. For example, pictures are used to remember details of past events, and calendars to remember things to do in the future. As XR technologies are more and more part of our daily life, they might be used to overcome these limitations too. For example, instead of viewing memories through pictures, we could revisit them in VR. But we could also take advantage of memory limitations to manipulate users' memory. For example, reconstructing past events in VR could be used to limit forgetting, but we could also take advantage of the fact that humans' memories can be distorted by creating inaccurate reconstructions of past events to induce false memories. The existing works about memory manipulations are mainly focused on traditional media like pictures and on the induction of false memories. For example, Gary and Gary showed manipulated pictures to people of them in a hot air balloon to induce a false childhood memory of that event. But XR could be more powerful than pictures, as it offers direct control over what users perceive. Segovia and Beiletson showed that immersing children in a virtual experience like swimming with whales in VR can generate false memories of that event, making them think that they really swam with whales. HDI researchers already focus on perceptual manipulations in XR. For example, redirected walking and haptic retargeting are two techniques leveraging limitations of human perceptions to influence users' physical movements that Zhang et al. Call VPPMs. These perceptual manipulations can benefit users as they enhance the XR experience. But researchers like Kaze et al. Or Zhang et al. Also questioned how these techniques could be misused and could represent new threats for users. For example, one could be redirected to fall into stairs. VPPMs leverage perceptual limitations and have a direct impact on users. It influences their physical movements. XR memory manipulations, that we call XRMMs, on the other hand, leverage memory limitations, but could have a larger and longer-term impact on users, because memory influences our self-perception, our social interactions, and our future choices and behaviors, which are known as the 3 functions of autobiographical memories described by Bloch et al. If perceptual manipulation started to be explored, little is done about XR memory manipulations. So with this paper, our goal is to have a deeper understanding of the types of memory manipulations that could be done in XR and to discuss their potential impact on users. So to broadly explore the scope of XRMMs, we used speculative design workshops to envision future scenarios. But to still ground these scenarios in our current understanding of memory processes and XR capabilities, we ran 3 workshops, each with 2 XR researchers and 2 cognitive psychology researchers having strong knowledge about human memory. During these workshops, participants were first asked to individually generate scenarios of XRMMs, and then they discussed some of the scenarios to assess if they are likely to be implemented in the future and to discuss their outcomes. 3 others then coded the data from the workshops and ran 7 sessions of thematic analysis. And from this analysis, we provide a definition of XR memory manipulations, we present a framework of their core components, and we reveal 3 classes of XRMMs. In this presentation, we will focus on the classes of XRMMs, but if you're interested in the definition and the framework, I invite you to read the paper. We found 3 classes of XRMMs based on when a manipulation is done. So let's say that you want to manipulate the memory of an event. The manipulation can be done while the event is happening, at encoding. It can be done after the event happened but before the person remembers it, pre-retrieval. Or it could be done while the person is remembering the event, at retrieval. So we will see these classes in details later, but these classes differ in terms of technology used. Some are mainly based on AR and some on VR. They can have different impacts on users' memories, like inducing forgetting or distorting memories. And these manipulations are done using different techniques, like inducing emotions, removing memory cues, or supporting reflections on the past, which are all techniques that have been studied and that are shown to have an impact on memories. So our approach was to ground the scenarios and the classes in known phenomena in cognitive psychology research. But these techniques reflect the results of the workshops, but they are not exhaustive and more could emerge from future research. So let's see these three classes in details. XRMMs at encoding are mainly based on AR technologies and aim at influencing the quality of memories while they are being created. One possible way is by inducing emotion, because a vivid emotion during an event leads to a stronger memory of that event. So if we are able to induce a strong emotion with XR, it can influence the quality of the memories that is being created. Another possible way would be by steering attention, because it's shown that being attentive leads to stronger memories. An example is the scenario "This You Should Remember," where someone uses AR glasses to hide distractions and steer their attention to the important things to remember. XRMM's pre-retrieval are also based on AR or VR and aim at inducing forgetting. One possible way is by inducing stress, because the ability to access a memory can be blocked by stress or under pressure, or by removing memory cues, because memories that are rarely or never recalled will be forgotten faster. For example, in the scenario AR eraser, someone uses AR glasses to hide in their environment all the elements associated with their former partner, which they want to forget faster. Finally, XRMMs at retrieval are mainly based on VR reconstructions of past events and aim at distorting the already created memories. One possible way is through reflection, because revisiting and thinking about a past event influences the way we remember it, or through suggestions, because a memory can be distorted if a new information is added after the event happened. In the scenario by a friend, a VR social media is used to revisit and share immersive reconstructions of past events. And in these scenarios, the reconstructions can be modified and edited by users. So the person who revisits the VR memory might later confuse the real memory with the altered reconstruction of it, leading to the creation of a false memory. So these are only one example of scenarios created during the workshops for each class of XRMMs, but you can find more of these scenarios and more discussion around them in the paper. Finally, we start a general discussion about perceptual manipulations in XR. Some of the discussed scenarios were focused on positive applications of XRMMs, either to support or to augment the abilities of humans' memories. So XRMMs could be seen as a way to augment the human intellect, as presented by Engelbart in their conceptual framework. However, this might come with the price of what we call the loss of perceptual integrity. We discussed the idea that XR is capable of interfering with our perception of the real and virtual world, sometimes even unnoticeably, which could change our trust in what we are perceiving. HAI researchers are still dominantly focusing on positive applications of perceptual manipulations, leading to an open question about who is responsible for potential misuse of these techniques. So this work has three main contributions: the definition and the framework of XRMMs, the three classes of XRMMs grounded in ongoing cognitive psychology research and XR research, and finally a discussion around our idea of perceptual integrity. So with this paper we try to demonstrate how we imagine future research around perceptual manipulations, and instead of focusing just on the positive applications that XRMMs could enable, we present a more general discussion and exploration, including and reflecting on the potential abusive scenarios and dangers to start discussions.